Hi everyone, on Saturday, April the 4th, we've got some cracking racing on ITV on Saturday. The very best of the action from Musselburgh on the flat where the ground is good, and at Haydock over jumps, one of their big race days, good to soft, good in places at the time recording. Perfect spring ground. We start off with our daily nap. Sponsored by Priced Up Bet. This goes in the 342 at Musselburgh, a 5 furlong handicap, a really valuable price, some interesting sprinters here, and I think Gambino is worth chancing first time up for David and Nicola Barron. Now David, a very shrewd operator in the past, used to land dozens of proper gambles, often for Patrick Veach in the north. He hasn't quite got the horses he used to have, but he's well capable of getting one ready first time out, and I think fresh on seasonal reappearance could be the time to catch Gambino. Now Gambino managed to run 8 times last season, started at 4-1 once, never bigger than 130, and didn't win on any occasion, but I think that's being a little bit unkind to him. Rather than being a bit of a thief, I think he was just unlucky on numerous occasions. He had his run checked a couple of times, he was on the wrong part of the track a couple of times. All in all, every time he ran you thought, well, one of these is going to drop right for him next time, and it never did. But he's got Safi Osborne booked here, a very strongly run, rapid 5 furlongs at Musselburgh with 4 or 5 definite trailblazers in the lineup. If Safi can weave her way through and pounce late, I think there could be a bit of a pace collapse, and Gambino definitely off 85 is handicapped to win. Around about 8-1 with Priced Up Bet, I think it's a more than fair price. Our value angle selection sponsored by Priced Up Bet goes at Haydock in the 246, a 3-mile handicap hurdle, a really competitive finale this. I think Heather Honey's worth sticking with for Joel Parkinson and Sue Smith. Now this progressive stayer has thrived all season, edging up the weight, showing a tenacious attitude under pressure. This ground absolutely ideal. Peter Kavanagh booked, a positive ride on the cards. She'll keep galloping all the way up the straight, there's no doubt about that. I know she's up in the weights now and this is a better race, but she's a thorough stayer. She's thrived on her racing, she's uncomplicated. I think she seems sure to go really well. The remaining races on ITV on Saturday, we'll spin through them in time order, starting at Musselburgh with the 125, a really competitive mile handicap, some very interesting second season handicappers here, none more so than Strength of Spirit from the excellent Carl Birkyard. Carl, 2 from 13. He doesn't have many on the all-weather these days. He doesn't need to. He's a top-class turf trainer, mixing it with the big boys with a huge team of horses. And Strength of Spirit is one of his more promising ones starting off this season. He's had a gelding operation. He's only run 4 times. I think this marks more than fair, and he'll love the ground over this 1-mile trip. Obviously, with all the Carls, you'd like to see a bit of market confidence, particularly first time up. Staying at Musselburgh for the 155, a wide open 7 furlong handicap. I thought the one who was overpriced here was Janna's Journey from the Jim Goldie Yard. Progressed really nicely last season, and Jim's got a terrific record around these Scottish tracks. Cam Hardy booked, a strong gallop, decent ground, everything in place. If Janna's Journey's fit, which is a question mark, again, one of those horses you're tipping up at 16, 14-1, could easily be 33-1 if the run's definitely needed. So keep an eye on the late market with all of these horses first time up. Over to Haydock for the 212, another very competitive handicap hurdle over 2 miles. Well, Dance and Glance has been a terrific advert for Anthony Honeyball all season long. I think he needs decent ground. He's got it here, a strong pace to aim at and a patient ride from the excellent Sam Twiston Davies. I think he seems sure to go close with any luck in running. Back to Musselburgh for the 230, their valuable 1 mile 6 furlong listed prize. I thought it looked a match between the front 2, and at the prices now, I think you've got to side with Mount Atlas from the Andrew Balding Yard. Andrew's flying along at the minute. He's been having winner after winner on the all-weather. His horses are always straight. He's booked a Sheen Murphy. This one is quirky, but there's more to come over staying trips, and got the right man up this afternoon, and I think at the prices the favourites now come right into about evens, 5-4, and Mount Atlas out to 4-1 or bigger. I think you have to go that way now the market's settled. It's back to Musselburgh at 305, a 1 mile 6 furlong handicap. Well, Dan Skelton was in the headlines in the last week. He landed a wholesale gamble with 4 of his horses in multiples up and down the country over jumps, all of them one hard held, pulling a bus. His team are thriving now. Gambino is a very promising horse. He actually ran for Dan. He's only arrived recently from Ireland. He ran really well behind Constitution Hill in that wide margin romp on the all-weather, and then he went to Newbury in a novice hurdle. I thought he ran an absolute screamer. He's back on the flat here now. Dan, amazingly, has never trained a flat winner. So I think Gambino with Rossa Ride up could be the one to reverse that trend. Back to Haydock for the 320. This veterans handicap over 2 mile for a wide open race. One thing to say here, there's 5 or 6 off the front. They'll go too quick and stop. There's no doubt about that. I'll be amazed if anything can dominate. They've all got the same game plan on this drying ground, and that could set it up for triple trade at a double figure price, who's a smooth traveller, who needs finessing. Brendan Powell, sure to be patient. Hopefully he can come through late at a big price, but it's a very open race. And finally, we go back to Haydock for the 355, a 3 mile handicap chase, cut up a bit since declarations, but a really good opportunity for Count Adimar to get off the mark over fences. Now this one is a real sound jumper. Despite his inexperience, he's run a couple of blinders in defeat in the north in recent weeks. Theo Gillard booked a positive ride on drying ground here, should make him extremely hard to pass. Best of luck with all the ITV races on Saturday, everyone. Please do like and comment with your own thoughts and selections on the YouTube video. Subscribe to the free channel if you haven't already, and do check out our sponsor Priced Up Bet, particularly on these busy Saturdays where there's loads of offers and enhancements.